We've ready for senior boys action. I'm running crazy up here. I run down score stable, get starting lineups. I'm a multitasker here.
You need a courier. You need a
I
runner.
do. I need something,
Carrier pigeon or something.
but had to get the start lineups for the boys game. And Scott, this is the number 2 team in the conference in the boys that we're going to see here tonight, Baptist Prep. And for 3 quarters in the first meeting, Atkins Red Devils gave this bunch all they wanted. They were down by 5 going into the fourth, and then just kind of wore out in the fourth.
Yeah, Baptist Prep ended up coming away with a 58-37 victory the last time we met. That was on Baptist Prep's home floor. We get them at home tonight on senior night, and hopefully these Red Devils can put together a good senior night performance here and steal one from the Baptist Prep Eagles.
So the start lineups tonight for the Red Devils is going to be the 4 seniors. It's going to be Caden McDaniel, Lucas Sims, Carter Cheek, Ben Kemp, Seth Cobb, and then Lucas Sims will be the 5th starter. For the Eagles, it's going to be Reed Maddox, Harrison Likens, Dane Spoons, Neil Pretty, and Jack Mercer. And folks, you're going to see some one of the better passing teams in the conference. This Eagles team is really a good passing team. They're very well disciplined, and they are a good basketball team. And their only loss in the conference is to CAC, who is a really talented basketball team.
Yeah, CAC has put a lot of teams out of commission this year. They're just a juggernaut, but this Baptist Prep team is, like you said, they're right under CAC in terms of conference action. They're a good ball club, and they're going to play some good fundamental basketball tonight. They don't do a lot of, at least they didn't when we played them down there, Shane. They don't do a lot of flashy things. They just do a lot of the basic things, the fundamental things really, really well. Like I said, ball movement is their key, and Dane Spoon is the one who kind of stirs the drink for Baptist Prep.
He is. He doesn't look like your typical point guard, but let me tell you, he can run the show. The key tonight for the Red Devils, though, Scott, if you ask Coach Mack what the key would be, he'll tell you one thing: minimize the turnovers.
Absolutely, yeah. I was thinking earlier about keys to the game, and that was the first thing that came to mind. Just take care of the basketball. Don't turn it over. This is a team in Baptist Prep that doesn't need any help.
No.
You don't want to give them the ball and give them opportunities to score
and
make them earn it.
When the Red Devils don't turn it over, they find themselves in the game.
They do. Yeah, and that's what happened when we played them at Baptist Prep.
Right.
For 3 quarters, we took care of the basketball. That fourth quarter is where we got a little sloppy, I think, like you said, a little fatigued and started making some lazy passes. And this is a team that will capitalize on those mistakes if you make them.
Just don't turn the ball over, and you'll find yourself in the game.
Yeah, be aggressive, but don't be careless. I think that's going to be the key.
But we're still catching our breath from this senior girls contest. What a contest it was, 49-48. Red Devils come away with a win, and a very fortunate win when you leave a lot of points underneath the goal and at the free throw line, and you still sneak out of here with a win.
Yeah, I don't know what our free throw numbers were, but I know we had to have missed at least 10.
Yeah.
So, you leave that many points out on the floor, you're lucky to come away with a win.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. I'm going to do my other job real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll tip this thing off. You're listening to Red Devils basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and watching on the ARD Sports Network. Back in 2 minutes. Number 3, Lucas Sims. Number 4, Peyton McDaniel. Number 35, Carter Cheek. Number 21, Ben Kemp. And number 25, Seth Cobb. Hey, coach for the Red Devils, Luke McInall being 65 games old. All right, Red Devil fans, we are ready to go. Senior boys action here. And Scott, I got to say, that is some very colorful uniforms there by the Eagles. I've never seen that combination before.
That's a lot of red.
Usually I don't remember seeing them in the red before.
I don't either.
Must be those NIL deals.
Must be.
It's going to be Lockins jumping against Seth Cobb. It's good to see Seth get this start here on senior night. He's put a lot of hard work in his 3 years here, 3 years in senior high ball.
Yeah, you mentioned being senior night. The 4 seniors are starting Caden McDaniel, Seth Cobb, Carter Cheek, and Ben Kemp, along with sophomore Lucas Sims at the point. Our referees are making their way onto the floor, fashionably late.
Well, they're a little bit wore out from all the fouls they called in the first game. They all may have been in there on the oxygen tank.
One of them still is, I think, because we only have 2/3 of the crew on the floor.
And he's finally out here. And guess what? We can play ball now. And the tip is controlled by the Eagles. And it's Dane Spoon with it. Gets it off to Lockins. That's pretty with it. Back inside Lockins. Spoon down to Mercer. Shot is good. That was too easy.
They're
good ball
movers.
movers.
Just as advertised.
I mean, their passing is good. They do move the ball good. Now here's where you got to take care of it. They're going to come out. Here's Spoon with it. Spoon goes down. Layup is good. Here's Lucas Sims with it. Gets it off to Caden. Caden.
A 5-second call.
And there's 2 trips, 2 turnovers. Not a good start. 4-0 now. Eagles lead. Here's Reed Maddox with it. Over to Spoon. There's the backdoor lob to Lockins, and it's good. And don't let Lockins' size fool you. He's got hop.
He's got some spring to it.
Yeah. Here's Seth Cobb. Seth gets it back out to Caden. Over to Lucas. Lucas kicks it in the corner to Ben Kemp. And they try to get it inside. And it is stolen by the Eagles. Here's Spoon with it. Mercer now baseline up top. And Lockins, no, that's not Lockins. That's Pretty. He's going to get called for the travel. Here's Sims. Sims kicks it to Kemp. And that one goes out of bounds. And Coach Mack wants a timeout. So with that, 5:58 left here in the first. It's 6-0. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball, 99.3 The Eagle and ARD Sports Network. All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here at Atkins. It is 6-0 Eagles here early on, as just a tough start for the Red Devils. Here's Likens, gets it to Maddox, to Spoon. Likens three in the corner, and it's good. It is 9-0. That ball movement is just.
Yeah, they don't put it on the floor a lot. They
No.
make good, crisp passes. And there's another turnover by the Red Devils. Ben Kemp drug his pivot foot.
So Jaden Martin and Zaire Clemens is checking in.
They replace Ben Kemp and Seth Cobb.
Here's Maddox. And Pretty with it. Now to Likens. Back to Maddox. They get it inside in the corner now. Here's Reed. Baseline drive. Cut off in the lane. Likens three is no good, and Lucas Sims comes away with it. Here's Jaden Martin in the corner with it to Lucas, to Zaire Clemens. Jaden Martin drives. And there's the turnover. Gets it to Likens. Layup is good. It is 11-0 now, Eagles. Sims to Clemens. Zaire. Jaden Martin gets it to Sims. Sims goes up. Shot is no good. Next one is good. We're on the board there. Lucas Sims.
Good job by Lucas just following his shot, getting an offensive rebound, and making the most of a second chance attempt.
And there's another bucket by Mercer. And it is now 13-2. Here's a drive by Sims, cut off in the lane. He needs help. Gets it to Caden McDaniel. Jaden Martin now. Back to Lucas. Jaden off to Zaire Clemens. And shot is no good. Rebounded by Likens. They get it to Pretty inside. Now to Mercer. Mercer cut off at the block. And here's a steal by Jaden Martin. Jaden goes up. Shot is rejected out of bounds by Likens. So it will stay with the Red Devils. 3:05 left here in the first quarter, trailing 13-2. Here's Lucas Sims. Clemens now back to Sims. And Sims is going to get called for a travel. It'll go back to the Eagles. I don't know what our dead ball was?
Clock issue.
No.
Shot clock didn't start.
So 2:40 now. Now we're ready to go. Here's Likens to Spoon in the corner to Maddox. And Maddox has it stolen by Caden McDaniel. Caden to Mars. Jaden Martin, 3 at the top is no good. Rebounded by Likens. And here comes the Eagles. Eagles, and that one's stolen by Caden on the baseline. Here's Jaden Martin now. Blake Mars to Zaire Clemens. Clemens gets in the lane, cut off. Jaden Martin cut off at the free throw line. Now Blake Mars has it. Blake to Jaden. Jaden gets in the lane. Layup is good.
Nice move by Jaden Martin. Thought about the three. Drove inside, got the easy layup.
13-4 now. Eagles lead. Spoon, jumper inside free throw line is good.
No hesitation from Dane Spoon. Caught the ball at the free throw line, turned, and made a nice shot there on the mid-range jumper.
Here's Caden with it up top. And there's a steal. And Mercer now bringing across the timeline. And we're going to have a timeout by the Eagles. With that, we'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here with 107 left here in the first quarter. It's 15-4. Eagles lead the Red Devils. Scott, the story is early on here.
Turnovers. Exactly what we said the Red Devils could not afford. Had to take care of the ball in this one to have a chance, and early on they have turned it over, and Baptist Prep has made us pay.
And they get the inbounds. It's stolen by Blake Mars. And Mars, pass almost stolen, but Clemens comes away with it. Gets it down to Carter Cheek. Carter's cheek shot was blocked by Rainey. Here's Spoon. Lockins layup is good. $17-4. Carter Cheek now. Clemens. And we're going to have a foul on Drew Rainey. So, Scott, I would say, our muscle's in the game, Carter Cheek, but then look at Drew Rainey. That's the muscle for the Eagles.
Yeah, if this was a hockey game, they would be the enforcers.
Yeah. Here's Zaire Clemens. Clemens spins, kicks it back out to Mars, to Jaden Martin. Less than 30 seconds left. Blake to Ben Kemp. Back over to Jaden Martin, to Carter Cheek now. Carter to Zaire. Zaire tries baseline down to Ben Kemp. Layup is no good. And here comes the Eagles. 3 seconds. Lockins pulls up. Three-pointer at the buzzer is good. That's going to bring it in to the first quarter here. It is 20-4. Eagles over the Red Devils. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on ARD Sports Network and 99.3 The Eagle. Back All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here in Athens on senior night against the Baptist Prep Eagles. And, not like we talked about pregame, Scott. These Eagles don't need help.
They don't, but we've given plenty of it.
We're giving extra help. We've just got to take care of the basketball. And when you do, you get the chance to run your offense. If you run your offense, you get a chance to get some shots.
Right, and for the first 5 possessions, I don't think we had a single shot attempt because we were turning the ball over. We couldn't even, like I said, get into the offense and get a chance to get a shot. And on the other hand, Baptist Prep put in some buckets early before they ever turned the ball over, and so they're up big.
All right, so here we go. Red Devils start second quarter here. Ben Kemp off to Jaden Martin. Back to Carter Cheek. Carter over to Kemp. No, Mars. I'm sorry, Blake Mars. Little give and go to Carter Cheek. Shot is good. Carter Cheek with the bucket. That's your basic give and goes.
Exactly, and if you take care of the ball, you get an opportunity like that.
Here's Dane Spoon. That is inside now to Drew Rainey. And almost tipped away. Back to Spoon. Here's Lockins. And Zaire Clemens comes away with the board.
The rare one-hop rebound.
Yeah. 20-6, Red Devils trail. Oh, Mars had a good idea. He just led Cheek a little bit too much with it. Spoon, free throw line jump shot is good. I'm telling you, folks, he don't look like your typical point guard, but he's a good one. Here's a steal by Spoon as he caught Mars asleep. And layup is good. And there's a timeout by Coach Mack. Red Devils trail 22-6. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on ARD Sports Network at 99.3 The Eagle. All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here. 6:35 left in the first half. It's 24-6. Eagles here in the first half.
And during that timeout, Coach McAnulty was lighting his guys up.
Because they were, I know what he got onto them for. It was like they were lackadaisical, wasn't even looking.
Yeah, turn the ball over and then don't get back on defense.
Here's Lockins to Spoon. Layup is good. I don't know. Is Coach Mack in the praying formation now?
He's in the Tim Tebow position.
Here's Jaden Martin. Here's the steal by Spoon. Spoon goes up. Layup no good, but he draws a foul. So that's going to put Spoon on the line with 5:58 left, and they lead 26-6.
Going to get Ben Kemp with that foul. That's Ben's first. That's the team first.
Spoon's free throw is good. He'll have one more. Second by Spoon is good. It is 28-6. 5:58 left here in the first half. And here's a little bit of a press now by the Eagles. And Mars picks it up. Lets the three fly. It is no good. Rebounded by Spoon. Spoon quickly down the floor. Layup by Pretty is not good. Maddox comes out with it. Pretty drives, kicks it out. Lockins back to Pretty in the corner. And Spoon thought about it, comes down, throws it away. It'll stay with the Eagles.
Jaden Martin got his hand on that, knocked it out of bounds. Baptist Prep retains possession. It's a mouthful.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Lockins' three is no good. Mercer and Lucas Sims are going to fight for the board, and it's going to stay with the Eagles. Oh, nice pass underneath the Spoon as Lockins. Spoon inbounded it and just kind of snuck in after he did it.
Yeah, he stayed there on the baseline for just a little bit, and the Red Devils forgot about him. Lost track of him. He gets the bucket.
Here's Sims in the corner with it. 30-6. And there's going to be a foul. They're going to call a blocking foul.
Yeah, Ben Kemp for a moving screen. That's Ben's second, and that's the team's second.
Spoon over to Maddox. Now here's Maddox in the corner. Three is no good. Carter Cheek with the board. Jaden Martin kicks it to Mars. Mars. Back to Jaden. In the corner now to Seth Cobb. Seth to Mars. Caden McDaniel looking for help. Now he gets it to Jaden. Jaden. And it's going to be turned over. And here comes the Eagles with it. Spoon layup is no good. I think Spoon got a little cute with that one.
I think he was looking for some contact. Thought he was going to get a call there and did not.
Jaden Martin, three in the corner is no good. And Mercer comes away with it. 4 minutes left in the first half. 30-6. Spoon, little hesitation. We're going to have a foul on Caden McDaniel.
It's Caden's first. It's the team third. Quite the contrast in this boys and girls game. Not a lot of fouls in this one.
Mercer gets it inside on the inbounds, and he will draw the foul. And that will be on Caden's second.
Yeah.
And Mercer's at the line. Hits the first one. Second one is good. Mercer hits them both. It's 32-6. Here's Caden McDaniel, drives, loses the ball, goes out of bounds. It'll just go back to the Red Devils. I didn't quite know if Caden's was a shot or a pass.
I think he was trying to dish it down to Ben Kemp there, and Ben was already trying to get the position for the rebound. He thought Caden was going up for the shot. But Baptist Prep turned it over.
And that foul's going to be on Neil Pretty.
That's his first, team's second.
That's the college. Is that the college in your cylinder foul?
May have been.
Caden McDaniel spin move, jump shot is no good, and rebounded by Mercer. Quickly down the floor, and they get it inside Mercer. Shot is good, and he'll draw the foul and have a shot at the old-fashioned three-point play.
It's a great move inside by Mercer.
You know, most years Baptist Prep is winning this conference, but you know CAC has taken that this year. But wow, I mean Prep is is pretty good, too.
They are. They're a good team. Most other years, they'd probably be the class of the conference.
Kay McDaniel's three is no good. Here's Blake Mars' three. It's no good. And Caden runs down the rebound. Looking for help. Spin move, trying to get in the lane, kicks it, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Eagles with 2.5 left here in the first half. Hey, I'll give you a little bit of trivia here that I read yesterday. What two college basketball players won a state title at Baptist Prep, but they're playing college basketball together on the same team this year?
They're both playing for ORU, Oral
Yes.
Roberts. One is Connor Vanover.
Yep.
And the other is
McBride. Isaiah McBride. Isaac McBride, who originally went to Kansas and then transferred. And there's a shot clock violation against the Red Devils, and it'll go over to the Eagles. I'll say McBride went, his course was Kansas, Vanderbilt, and then to ORU. Here's the three in the corner, and it is no good by Jacob Gayer. We're under 2 minutes left here in the first half. It's 35-6, Eagles. Clemens. Sims, three is no good. Rebounded by Pretty, but Pretty has it stripped away by Clemens. Clemens gets in, draws the foul. That's going to put Zaire Clemens at the line. Ben Kemp will come out, and Jaden Martin will come in for the Red Devils. 1:19 left here in the first half. It's 35-6. Clemens free throws no good. Dane Spoon with the rebound. Here's Spoon. Jumper in the lane's good. He's got that shot down.
Yeah, that's something you don't see a lot of anymore, the mid-range jumper. It's kind of gone away from the modern game. It's a pretty much an outside game, three-point shooting, driving the lane, but Dane Spoon has that mid-range jumper going tonight.
Seth Cobb gets inside. His shot is good. Seth Cobb with the bucket. That is great.
Good move there by Seth.
Yeah. 37-8. Scott, I just got an update. Dover Mayflower girls are going to overtime, 57 all.
Wow.
This conference is going to be wild.
It is.
Here's coming down to 3 seconds. Spoons, three is no good. And that's going to bring it into the first half. All Eagles here, they lead 37-8. We're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network at 99.3 The Eagle. Back in 3 minutes. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here at halftime, senior boys action. Red Devils find themselves, uh,
In a bit of a hole.
yeah, 37-8, as we're seeing one of the better teams in the conference here tonight, and it's just something that, well, they're doing a raise money benefit here at halftime, and your point guard for the senior girls team just walks out and nails a half-court shot. They're raising money for to help the family out in Lamar over that tragedy of losing. And Mr. Farron, the band director's giving it a shot. Ashley Barnes, who lost her life in a car accident. And the band director just makes one. Scott, do you want to go out there and give it your...
I don't. I don't want to be shown up by the band director.
I know the band director's on the board.
He's 1 for 2. That's pretty good from half court.
Yeah. All right, Red Devil fans. Red Devils senior girls, like we said, got a big victory here tonight, 49-48. And we just got a report, Scott, from Mayflower that Dover and Mayflower girls are gone to overtime. So this is going to be a wild finish this week.
Yeah, and like we mentioned earlier, you got so many games that are being made up this next week because of the snow and ice and the cancellations and the rescheduling. So it's going to be a jam-packed last week of conference action, and every game matters at this point. And so a lot of things can happen. But fortunately for the Lady Red Devils, they were able to take care of business here at home tonight, get a much-needed win over Baptist Prep to stay in that 3rd spot in the conference.
All right, with that, we're going to take another 3-minute break. We'll come back with second half action. You're listening and watching the Red Devil basketball on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network. We'll be back in 3 minutes. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here. Halftime, Senior Boys. Senior Boys trail 37-8 here at the half as you've got the number 2 team in the conference rolling in here. And like you said in the beginning, Scott, they don't need any help. And, boy, we gave them a lot of help here in the first half.
We gave them help right out of the gate. I think we had at least 4 trips down the court. Our first 4, we turned it over, maybe 5. And Baptist Prep turned those turnovers into points on the other end. They didn't miss their first few times down the court. They eventually turned it over and gave us a chance, but we just haven't converted on any of the chances that they've given us and find ourselves in a pretty big hole here at halftime.
Red Devil fans, I want to remind you the junior high district tournament is starting tomorrow in Perryville. Junior girls, junior boys from Atkins will be on the court. Girls at 10 o'clock, boys at 11:15. So you can follow and keep up with them on the network here. We will keep people posted on how it turns out for them. Our next action is, again, tomorrow night. I'll be up in Lamar. It's going to be like, where's Waldo? Because go to Dover, then hit Maumelle Charter,
Mayflower.
and then Mayflower, then go back to Maumelle Charter for district. I used to kid that with when Jesse Hayes was calling with me. I'd be like, where's Jesse?
Now it's where's Shane.
All right, here we go. Senior boys. Red Devils with it here. Lucas Sims up top. Gets it off to Seth Cobb. Seth looking. In the corner now to Sims. Sims. Scott, our shot clock's going to be running down on us, isn't it?
Down to 4.
Zaire lets it fly, and it's no good. And here comes Spoon with it. Spoon kicks it out to Pretty, and now Pretty to Maddox. Mercer with it on baseline, inside Lockins. And that wasn't no fadeaway jumper. That was a standing flat foot jump shot. And Mercer missed the follow-up, and it goes to Carter Cheek. Here's Zaire. Zaire gets in the lane. His runner is no good, in and out.
It's a good take there by Zaire. Got inside the lane and put up a nice shot. Just didn't fall.
They kick it inside. And there's a bucket by Mercer. And it's 39-8. 6:25 left. And almost a steal, but Jaden Martin runs it down. He gets in the lane. That's a nice little layup move right there.
Great move by Jaden Martin.
Jaden with the bucket. Makes it 39-10.
He showed that ball in a couple of different spots before he put it up.
He did.
Baptist Prep is so good just moving the ball.
There's another bucket inside. It is 41-10 now. Here's Seth Cobb. Seth looking to drive. And he tried that Euro NBA combination step.
Yeah, just took an extra one there.
And it'll turn over.
Not a bad move there by Seth. Good idea that he had. Just took an extra step before he made the pass.
Here's a three in the corner. Maddox. This team's just got all the. What do you want to do? Pick your poison. You want a fast break? You want to shoot threes?
You want a big man who can make some moves inside.
Yeah.
You want a mid-range jumper. They got it all.
There's good hustle by Cobbs. He slowed Spoon down. And here's a three in the corner is good by Lockins, and it's 47-10 now.
You know, Jaden Martin played good defense on that possession, but that was just a better shot.
Zaire Clements with some good board work right there. Zaire with a bucket.
Got inside, took a shot, followed his shot, got his own rebound there, and was able to put it back up and score.
Here's Zaire, kicks it off to Jaden Martin. Jaden gets in the lane, goes up, shot is no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Maddox. Maddox gets it to Spoon, and you know Spoon runs with that head up and kicks it out to Maddox. And here's that set three is no good by Lockins. But they get the board, and here's a little give and go. Mercer's shot is good. It's 49-12.
And Mercer kept that alive. Baptist Prep down there just tapped it back out, and no panic in Baptist Prep. They just set up a play there, a little give and go, converted.
Seth Cobb's going to get called for a travel right there. And here comes some massive wholesale substitutions.
Wholesale.
Mainly by the Eagles.
Yeah.
As Drew Rainey checks in along with Caleb Yates.
A little stoppage there. We had 6 players on the court. They gave us a chance to get one off.
Here's Lockins, Yates, Rainey, inside, Pretty, back to Lockins, back inside Rainey, and Rainey couldn't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds. Here's Sims with it now. Jaden Martin trying to drive, gets it McDaniel. McDaniel inside Kemp, nice pass, layup. Oh, no good. Lucas Sims, offensive board, goes up, draws a foul. It's going to put Sims at the line.
Fouls on Likens. It's his first. That's Baptist Prep's first foul of the second half.
Sims misses the first. He'll get one more. They're just substitution timeout. And we're set to go with a minute and a half left here in the third. Three is no good by Yates. And here's Jaden Martin with it. Jaden Martin lets the three fly at the top. No good. Rebounded by Drew Rainey. Rainey tips it. What a tip out. They get it inside back to Rainey on the other end. His power hook shot is no good. He gets his offensive board. He's still fighting underneath there. Here's a three by Pretty, and it's good. (52-12) now. Caden McDaniel jumper. Free throw line is no good. And Jaden McMartin hustling all for the ball, but it comes out to the Eagles, and he loses it. Everybody loses it. It'll stay with the Eagles. Dawson Killer and Javin Singleton have checked in now. And if T was here, he'd tell you business about to pick up with Dawson out there. He always says when Dawson checks in, there's going to be a foul in the next 30 seconds.
Something is going to happen.
There's a shot at the buzzer, and that's going to bring it into the third quarter. It's 52-12. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network and 99.3 The Eagle. Back in 30 seconds. All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here as we get ready to start fourth quarter action of this senior boys contest. It's been all Eagles here tonight. As they are leading 52-12 going into this final quarter of play. Fans, I want to remind you that spring sports are right around the corner. They'll be kicking off towards the end of this month, if I'm correct, with softball and baseball action.
And track and field.
Track and field
as well.
Coach Dobbs has got them going. And it just keeps on raining threes.
Caleb Yates with another three for Baptist Prep.
Here's Seth Cobb with it now to Jaden Martin with a three. And here's a steal by Jaden. Here's Javin Singleton with it. Cobb drives baseline, looking for help. Gets it out to Martin. Singleton three at the top. It's no good. Jaden with the offensive board. His layup, no good. And Jaden going to keep fighting, and he draws the foul. Jaden Martin doing a lot of hard work inside there.
He did on that possession for sure.
Austin McCurry is going to check in now.
That foul was on Rainey. That's his second, and that is Baptist Prep's second of the half.
They get it to Dawson Killer. His shot is in and out, no good. And the stick back by Cobb is good, and he's going to have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Good work inside by Seth Cobb, pulling the rebound down and going right back up with it for the basket.
Cobb's a senior here in his final home game. Free throw is no good. Got to bounce on everything. Couldn't get it to go. The Rainey just about fell down losing it. And we've got whole new fresh bodies in there for prep. I might have to get their sheet. That's Rainey with it. Luke Hatcher. Luke Hatcher's drive is good as he will get the bucket. Here's Mars with it. Kicks it over to Dawson. Dawson Killer with it. Now to Javin Singleton. Javin gets it to Blake Mars. 3 at the top is no good. And, there's a foul on Dawson. It's just a little shove in the back.
Just a light tap, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's minute for him.
Yeah. I mean, really, I think the guy fell on his own.
Here's Rainey on the block with it. Here's a drive, and they get it to Pretty, and Pretty gets the bucket.
Baptist Prep has reserves in all across the board, but they continue to move the ball well.
Yeah. Here's Seth Cobb with it up top. 4 minutes left in the game.
A lot of dribbling by Blake Morris.
A lot. Here's Javin Singleton with it. Javin in the corner, Cobb. Cobb gets, stepped on that out of bounds line. Carter Odell is checking into the game now. Cobb flashes for the steal, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. William Moon is now checking in for the Eagles.
I wonder if he's any relation to Jackie Moon.
And we got Spoon and
Moon.
Well, like we said during pregame, they're all better players than Jackie.
Jackie was more the brains behind the operation.
Yeah. Here's Blake Mars with it. Seth Cobb has it up top. Gets it to Dawson Killer. Dawson, and his pass is stolen. And layup is no good. They draw the foul. And that is going to be William Moon going to the line. Once again, Red Devil fans will be on the air again tomorrow night on 99.3 The Eagle at 5 o'clock in Lamar, Arkansas. First free throw is good. Going to the heart and soul of Johnson County. And the second free throw is no good. Austin McCurry has it and gets it to Blake Mars. We're at the 2-minute mark. Red Devils trail 59-17. Mars, little give and go fake, and he gets the bucket. And they're playing volleyball with it, being touched by everybody. Minute and a half left. Three is no good by Moon. And they get the offensive board. Moon's got it now. Moon lets that three fly. No good. Javin Singleton with the board as we near the 1-minute mark. Javin gets it to Seth Cobb. Seth trying to get in the lane. Nice pass to Dawson Killer. Out to Singleton for three is no good. And we're under a minute left here in this contest. Here's the three, is in and out, no good, and knocked out of bounds by Rainey. It will go to the Red. No, it's going to stay with the.
I think you had it right, Shane. I think it was off Rainey, but.
And there's a bucket. There's a bucket by Preston Summers. (62-19), 10 seconds left in the contest. And this one's going to go to the Eagles tonight as they three at the buzzer is good. Count it. Cobb hits it at the buzzer. Cobb ends up with 7 tonight. That's going to be the final score, 62-22. And Scott, I was going to make the call there. I'm going to give player of the game, Jeremy Bogers, A+ insurance player of the game. We'll give it to Seth Cobb tonight. It's a career-high 7 points tonight for him.
And down the stretch, Seth was active on defense, batted the ball away a few times, and just active with his hands and really made some things happen, made some shots at some key times. Had a great pass inside down here to Dawson Killer. Unfortunately, we weren't able to convert on that, but Seth had a good game.
All right. That's going to bring it into our night here, senior night, as the Lady Red Devils still won a huge one tonight, winning 49-48, and the Red Devils fall here tonight, senior boys action. Want to remind you, we'll be on the air tomorrow night, 5 o'clock in Lamar, Arkansas, as we make up that game with the Warriors. And then we'll be at Dover next Tuesday. Scott, appreciate you joining me here tonight on this broadcast.
Glad to be here, Shane.
And, folks, it's time to get a little windshield time and do a little driving, and hope this Red Devils make a run here on the road as we finish out the season. I'm Shane Martin, the man that calls all your Red Devil action. This is my broadcast partner, Scott Warren, here tonight, filling in for the one and only Hall of Famer T. Bobo, who is, hope you're listening and having a good time this weekend, T. And we'll see you tomorrow night in the bleachers.